Chapter 2, Hospitality and AMP, Tourism Marketing Research. Introduction. Travel and tourism are complex subjects covering a huge range of issues. In conducting research in this industry, one may be asked to investigate subjects as diverse as the experience of the individual's tourist on a day trip in their home country to the concerns of international tour operators. Each research project poses a unique set of problems for the researcher. The purpose of this lecture is to provide an introduction to some of the main concepts and decisions involved in the hospitality and tourism research process, as well as the main techniques used. The emphasis will be on the decisions that must be made as part of survey design, from the definition of the research problem to the design of the questionnaire and data collection. The main techniques of qualitative research will also be discussed. Chapter 2, Hospitality and AMP, Tourism Marketing Research. Objective. By the end of this chapter you should be able to understand the need for and uses of valid and reliable research data. Identify the main concepts and stages involved in the research process. Identify the research problem. Understand the difference between qualitative and quantitative research methods. Suggest research techniques appropriate to the problem. Design and implement a program of research appropriate to the problem/situation. Chapter 2, Hospitality and AMP, Tourism Marketing Research. The purpose of marketing research. What is marketing research? Kotler defines marketing research as the systematic design, analysis and reporting of data and finding relevant to a specific marketing situation facing the company. It is often asked if there is a difference between market research and marketing research. The difference is in the scope of the investigation. Marketing research is used to refer to research into a specific market, investigating such aspects as market size, market trends, and competitor analysis. Marketing research is a much broader concept, covering investigation into all aspects of the marketing of goods or services, such as product research and development, pricing research, advertising research, and distribution research, including all aspects covered by market research. Marketing research in the hospitality and tourism industry has, in the past, been seriously underutilized and still represents only a very small part of the total market research turnover in spite of the massive growth of this sector. This has been mainly due to a combination of factors, including the need for marketers to react rapidly, therefore relying more on judgment, the restrictions imposed by official regulations, which promotes a perceived limit on the value of research, an over-reliance on price alone as a marketing weapon, and weak branding in a competitive commodity market. Consumers are, however, becoming increasingly sophisticated with higher expectations. This, combined with a more complex and fragmented market environment, means that marketing research is becoming ever more important for business success. An understanding of the market and the needs of your consumers now and the future is rarely based on intuition alone. Sound market information provides the basis for marketing decision. Marketing research, properly designed and implemented, will provide this information. In growth industries such as travel and tourism, this is particularly relevant when considering key issues, such as customer satisfaction within the hotel industry or future demand for particular holiday destinations. Marketing research as part of a marketing information system. The wealth of information flowing into a company has to be organized so that it reaches the right people. Successful companies operate marketing information systems, MIS, to gather accurate, up-to-date information, analyze it and disseminate the results to appropriate decision makers in time to maximize its opportunities and to avoid potential threats. Along with other information-producing departments within the company, sales, accounts etc., marketing research can assist management in the decision-making process across the full range of marketing activities, from description of a market segment to prediction of future trends. Chapter 2, Hospitality and AMP, Tourism Marketing Research. The purpose of marketing research. The scope of marketing research. There is no area of marketing activity to which the techniques of marketing research cannot be applied. Marketing research can provide information on the size and structure of a specific market as well as information about trends, consumers' preferences, a competitor's activities, advertising effectiveness, distribution methods and pricing research. Marketing research also plays a vital role in development of new products and new advertising and promotion strategies. It also can monitor performance following implementation of those strategies. The techniques used in the collection of marketing information depends largely on the nature of the research problem, but will vary from the well-known street interview to more sophisticated techniques used in such areas as motivation research. Types of research. There are numerous research techniques available which can be applied to all areas of tourism marketing, although not all techniques are appropriate to every situation. Broadly speaking, there are two types of research, qualitative and quantitative. The use of these two types of research depend not only on the research problem, but also on the nature of the information required, detailed, in-depth data or broad-based statistical data from a large sample, and the stage in the research process, for example, exploratory. Qualitative research offers the researcher the opportunity to obtain information on motivations, opinions, perceptions, feelings and attitudes in such depth that would be difficult using quantitative techniques. Essentially, the how and why of a situation, rather than how many, is examined. Qualitative research uses techniques such as group discussion, individual in-depth interviews, projective techniques and observation. The techniques can be very time-consuming, so respondents are usually given some kind of incentives to take part, which may be in the form of a small gift, shopping voucher or cash. Qualitative research is invaluable for basic exploratory studies, development of new products or brands and creative development studies, for example, brochure development, providing information which may be quantified at later stages of the research. Qualitative research is concerned with understanding rather than measurement. It is particularly useful in a number of areas, including Chapter 2, Hospitality and AMP, Tourism Marketing Research. The purpose of marketing research. Hypothesis formulation concerning relevant behaviors or attitudes for later quantitative testing. Assisting in questionnaire design, the variable or attributes to be examined can be defined as well as appropriate language to address those issues. Clarifying complex topics. Demonstrations or interview explanation can be used to explain a new or complex product or service to respondent to identify any problems prior to carrying out a survey. Obtaining a general understanding of consumer attitudes and opinions at the exploratory/developmental stages of research. This is particularly useful in areas such as production/services/strategy development and screening, creative development research and in communications research, assessing what is understood by the consumer and how. New products development. Qualitative research methods are particularly valuable at the idea generation and screening and concept testing and development stages. There are some issues to do with qualitative research. It is worth noting that, due to the nature of qualitative research, which is mainly conducted prior to a qualitative survey, small samples of the research population are used. These are usually selected purposely rather than by probability-based sampling, therefore the results cannot be generalized to the entire research population. Further, the other main problem with this method lies with the researcher. Findings may be limited by the skill and experience of the person collecting the information, so it is essential that the interviewers/moderators are well trained. Qualitative research is often considered easier, and sometimes, inferior to quantitative research. This is a gross misconception, as qualitative research can be very cumbersome. Though groups are relatively easy to set up, they can be very difficult to moderate, and analysis of the database can be quite complex. Quantitative research provides information to which numbers can be applied. Quantities research is the best-known phase of marketing research, and its main survey method is what most people recognize as marketing research. An overview of the marketing research process. The collection of information is a process that must be planned. There are many different areas in which planning decisions needs to be made, so good organization is vital. This is particularly true when the questions that need to be addressed cannot be done so by one type of research alone. In reality, most research projects consist of a mixture of both qualitative and quantitative methodologies. This triangulation of methods allows the researcher to gain more complete information, giving as near as possible a complete picture.